Do Nano Banana and Seedream 4.0 actually work for complex scenes? And welcome, it's Nova. So, what I want to show you today is actually the result of a crazy couple of days. So for the last few days, I've been going down a total rabbit hole, trying every single tutorial for Seedream and Nano Banana. I was originally just going to make a simple video about how to get perfect poses, but honestly, I got totally cooked. It is way harder than it looks, and none of the usual tricks were really working for me. But after all that, I finally figured it out. Before dive in, let me quickly show you how to use Seedream 4.0 for free and unlimited. First, you're gonna head over to Higgsfield website and get signed up. Once you're in, just click Image at the top to get to the Creation Studio. You'll see that Nano Banana and Seedream 4.0 are both marked Unlimited. Here's the key. Just set your options to 2K quality and 1 image per generation. That's the trick to keeping it totally free. Alright, now you're all set up, let's start creating. Seedream is very similar to Nano Banana. Both can use up reference images to create high-quality cinematic results, but the key difference is that Seedream gives you total control over the aspect ratio. I upload a face reference to lock in her look, and an outfit reference to define the style of the clothing, and prompt that combines them and makes specific changes, like telling it to make the outfit all black. And that's how you get a super consistent character every time. Okay, let's get to the fun part, posing. First things first, we need a pose. I'm hopping over to posemai.art, which is a fantastic free website for creating any 3D character pose you can imagine. You can start from scratch, but to save time, I'm just going to look in their pose library. They have tons of great options. Ooh, this assassin holding a katana pose looks like a perfect starting point. Let's open that up. In here, you have total control. You can move the camera for the perfect angle, drag a limb to make big changes, that's called inverse kinematics, and rotate specific joints for those final, precise tweaks. Once it's perfect, just export the image. Here are a few different poses I created in just a couple of minutes using this simple and effective method. Okay, let's hop into Higgsfield and open up Seedream 4.0. We'll upload our character as the input image and the one of our assassin pose as the pose reference. Now for the prompt, we need a strong, direct command that tells the AI exactly what to do and what style we want. I'm using this one. And boom, a perfect match. I actually got all these on the very first try, and as you can see, it did the job perfectly. For a single character pose like this, both Nano Banana and Seedream will do a great job. But I find that Seedream is usually a bit more cinematic and has better lighting, which is why I used it here. For Nano Banana, if you want a specific aspect ratio like widescreen, just create a canvas in that size. You can use a free tool like Canva and place your character on it. If you use that image as your input, Nano Banana will generate your new pose in that same aspect ratio. So we've proved we can perfectly pose one character. But the real challenge, and the reason you're probably watching, is how to handle 2 characters at once. Now, the truth is, there's no magic rule to get perfect results on the first try. But the secret is to do it step by step. You build up from a simpler scene to get to your final complex scene. Before we even go to the AI, we need to prepare our references. Here's my pose from posemai.art, and a quick pro tip. I've made the man and woman different colors. This is a simple trick that really helps reduce the AI's confusion later on. Next, the character sheet. The most important thing here is that their proportions and scale relative to each other are correct, so the AI understands their size relationship from the very beginning. Okay, with a color-coded pose and a properly scaled character sheet, we are ready to go. The results are satisfying and good enough. But if you look very closely, you might see some small mismatches. It's not quite as 100% perfect as the result we got with the single character. For complex poses, I found that specifying the character colors in the prompt is the best way to reduce the AI's confusion. Otherwise, in some cases, the results aren't even close. So, using our detailed prompt, we get a result that's reasonable and good to go for most situations. A truly accurate result, the best method is to create each character's pose separately and then put them together in a scene. And another tip, don't add the background at the beginning. You should always create your poses on a simple background first. This forces the AI to focus only on your characters. Then, in the next step, you can use Seedream or Nano Banana just for changing the background. And that's a wrap! Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really hope this workflow was helpful. Love you all, and I'll see you in the next one!